Gaming. We all love it.
Fuck this shit! Came in this fucking room and everything went fucking bad. Fuck this shit, man. What? I'm about to get naked! 0-3. Stop swinging early!
But sometimes it feels like game developers program things in a way that sole purpose is to just make us mad or annoy us. So I've compiled a list of game mechanics, features, and other things that game devs need to stop doing, or at least do less. The first mechanic is probably the biggest and most hated thing in video games, and it's when you're tasked with following an NPC, and no matter what, they never match your speed regardless of walking or running. You all know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yo, God!
Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
I'ma have to dig you down on some gangsta shit.
It's even made worse when sometimes they make you fight enemies along the way, and the NPC is either absolutely dog shit at fighting, or has such minuscule health that if you walk away from them for 10 seconds, they just instantly die and fail the quest. This needs to stop. It's so annoying. Like, just look at this clip. This dude is doing 90 damage a hit. The only reason he's about to kill this thug is because I got it down to like 10 HP. He would have died if I didn't damage it at all. It's like, come on, just hit him a bit more. There you go. There you go. Come on. Bob and weave. There you go. This issue is so common in both old and new video games that it feels like they're still doing it on purpose. Like, come on devs, how hard is it for you guys to just open your little code menu and just increase or decrease their speed? It can't be that hard. Stop doing this. It's fucking annoying. Now, the second issue isn't that big of an issue. It's more of a mechanic some people hate, and that's weapon condition and durability. Now, lots of people will die on the hill that this is a terrible gaming feature and needs to stop. However, personally,
we do not care.
I actually prefer weapon durability. I enjoy when a game has weapon durability and condition. It's one of my favorite features, and I tend to go a little bit overboard when a game has it. I think there's something wrong with me. I do agree that in some games it's kind of strong, especially in games where you can't repair the weapon at all, and once it's destroyed it's just gone forever, kind of like in Breath of the Wild.
God, that's a pretty good weapon. I just broke it.
But in other games, such as Fallout 3 or New Vegas, it's actually a valid game mechanic that plays into the gameplay. These rusty old piece of shit guns aren't going to run perfectly every time. That's just not happening. So it makes sense that as you continue to use your weapon, they get worse, they start to jam more, the accuracy starts to hinder. That's real. That happens with guns. If you shoot them lots of times, their barrel wears out, they get all dirty and gross and start to jam on the buildup of carbon. That's just how guns work. It's a realistic feature. Though, yes, most guns made today would need thousands, if not tens of thousands of rounds to be shot through them before they need any major parts replaced. But it's a video game. They gotta tone it back a little bit. It can't be all realistic. But remember, that's guns being produced today, not 200 years from now, after the events of an apocalypse.
Hey.
I was sad to find out that this feature wasn't in Fallout 4 when it came out, as well as every other feature that would have made it a good RPG.
Boo, you suck!
They brought back the mechanic in Fallout 76, but instead of it being like Fallout 3 in New Vegas, where as your durability worsens, the damage gets worse, the accuracy gets worse, and you start to jam more, in this game, the gun just breaks. That's it. It doesn't do anything else. It's barely a mechanic, and it's more of just an annoyance that gets in your way every once in a while. Typical modern Bethesda laziness.
Boo, you suck!
But you really want to know what gaming feature I hate the most? It's when you don't hit that like and subscribe button. Now, the third mechanic and feature is something I see a lot of people talk about, and that's the ability to pause and skip cutscenes. Now, skipping cutscenes isn't anything new. Games have allowed you to do it for years. And off the top of my head, I can't really think of any game that doesn't really allow you to skip the cutscene, except for maybe the first cutscene in a BioShock game.
They told me, son.
However, the ability to pause cutscenes is not in every game. And I've noticed more of a trend that Japanese games allow you to pause and skip cutscenes, while American-made games typically only allow you to skip the cutscene and not give you the option to pause it. But this really isn't a sort of, what the fuck are you thinking type of feature. It's more of a quality of life feature people enjoy and enhances the experience of a game. Also, I'm going to add this as a bonus feature, and it's the ability to re-watch cutscenes whenever you want. This is another feature that Japanese game developers do a lot more often than American developers. Whether it's through the menu, through like a replay section, or something cool like the TV in Saints Row. Hey yo, shout out to my OG Saints Row fans, where you at? This next mechanic is something that I and a lot of people hate, and that being OPAI, or when the AI doesn't have to follow the same rules that we do. And the best game I can show this to you is Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Now if you've played this game, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The AI in this game basically has priority over everything, and it's complete bullshit. Okay, so you see that little blue bar underneath my health bar? That's my key energy bar. It's basically like my stamina. I can't do anything besides punching without it. The AI, however, does not have this bar. They can spam power attacks all they want, but that's not that crazy. Plenty of games do that. It's just to add to the challenge. You can't expect the AI in Skyrim to get tired from swinging their weapon too much. But let's say I want to use my move like the Kamehameha wave. Kamehameha? Kamehameha? Whatever. But while I'm doing the little charge up animation, say the AI also starts to charge up their move. But who do you think has the right of way? Who do you think is going to win this fight and get the attack down? Is it me who triggered my move first? Or is it the AI who started afterwards? That's right, it's the AI. They will be allowed to fully ignore the stun effect of my attack, cancel my attack, and then hit me with theirs, stunning me and forcing me to take the full damage blow of their attack. This game has so much more BS like that honestly, it gets exhausting having to deal with that fight after fight after fight. Another example of this is in a game like Dark Souls or Elden Ring, when you roll to dodge one of their attacks, and while you're rolling, they will spin mid-attack and still hit you. That shit's just fucking annoying. And it's not exclusive to Dark Souls or Elden Ring. I've seen it in tons of other games. It's like, so many games try to add difficulty to the game by allowing the AI to ignore things that we have to endure. I'm looking at you, Tarkov. Fuck your AI. I'm sick of this broken OP AI that they refuse to fucking fix. Fuck you, Nikita. Fix your fucking game. I'm sick of being one-tapped across the map on Lighthouse. Fuck you, Gordon Freeman. Hey y'all, I'm recording this live in the field. Here's another feature in video games I think is stupid. And it's needlessly spawning enemies. Zombie games love to do this one. So, this is your typical screamer zombie variant type, special infected. And I've made sure there are no zombies around here. There's no zombies close to her. Now watch, I'm gonna go trigger her, and they're gonna spawn a bunch on top of me. Yep. They're all right there. Like I called it. Literally zero reason for them to spawn like that. But I know you could say, oh, but she's really loud. Okay, I can do this all day, and none of them will never spawn. There's none on me. Zombie games love doing this, and it's really annoying, because there's no need to spawn them in. So I've been playing a lot of Dead Island lately, because it's one of my favorite Xbox 360 console generation games. And this game is chock full of this type of stuff. You'll be doing a completely mundane activity, and they're just spawning zombies on top of you. Just look at this clip. I'm doing nothing that would alert zombies. Why are they spawning? I'm not making any loud noises, there's no loud explosions, there's no alarms going off. I'm just picking up and moving crates. Why are there zombies spawning? If you want the objective to be challenging, then make it challenging. Just spawning zombies on me is just lazy and tedious. Stop doing this. This issue isn't limited to just zombie games. I bet you can name plenty of games that do this type of stuff. If you have any examples, let me know in the comments. So as I've been making this video, I've been playing a lot of older games, clearly. And there's one thing I'm starting to notice between all these games, and honestly, it's starting to piss me off. Now, this isn't a feature or mechanic, it's more of just an industry problem that the devs need to stop doing. And it's when developers remaster, port, or remake games, and they either change a bunch of stuff, remove a bunch of stuff, and then they just port the game and leave it to rot. Let's start with Dead Island. This game was originally released back in 2011, but in 2016, they released a definitive edition. so they could then release the game on next-gen consoles and PC. But what did they do? What did they change between the original and the remaster? Well, for one, they replaced all the guns with the crappy Dying Light versions of them. They changed the models for a bunch of melee weapons. Like, seriously, what the fuck is this? A tactical cleaver? They made all the cars this gray color for some reason. I could have sworn this car used to be red and this car used to be purple. Why are they all gray now? What was the point? What's even more annoying is all the crashed cars around the map you can't drive still have color. It's only the cars that you can drive that are gray, as well as a ton of other different bugs. Oh, but just remaster the game to run it on next-gen consoles. Who cares about all the other bugs and stuff that we just left in? It doesn't matter, the game's fine, let's sell it for $40. But they still thought it was a good idea to keep all the crappy visual effects like chromatic aberration and lens flares everywhere. And not to mention the crappy inertia movement, like seriously? Thank God for PC being able to remove this shit. So another game I've also been playing is GTA 4. Now you would think that since Rockstar is a well-known and respected company with tons of classic and well-received video games, that they would try to keep their stuff updated so everybody can continue to enjoy them, making sure they're bug-free, working properly, and have no real issues, right? Nope. The final mission of this game literally has a massive bug that does not allow you to beat the game. And it's been there for years.
And you've realized that there's some glitch that no matter how fast you tap the A button, you keep falling from the helicopter.
Because I guess Rockstar is too lazy to take 10 seconds to install an XP cap or just send out an update to fix it. But what makes this all extra annoying is I've had this game installed on my computer for a while, and every once in a while I notice there's a little update for the game. Well, if you're still updating it, what are you fixing? Are you making sure it still works with the Rockstar launcher? What the fuck are you updating it for if you're not actually going to fix the issues the game has? The physics run like shit. The cutscenes are bugged and zoom in randomly.
Welcome to America. Pascal Starodejeva. Bushka.
As well as a ton of other bugs. Again, the final mission has a bug.
That's a bug!
That requires you to install a mod to beat the game. And you can't beat it on console unless you do this weird controller glitch that somebody found that only works sometimes.
I'll approach the jump, set down the controller, angle it, brace it, get your finger ready, and swipe, 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 swipe. Now keep doing this. Don't give up. Don't slow down. It's going to work, all right? Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. And boom. There we go.
Can game developers please stop releasing games and then updating them for a little bit and then just leaving them to rot? Stop leaving it up to the community to fix your games because you're too lazy to update them yourselves. Valve literally just had a 20-year anniversary for Half-Life 2 where they added mod support through the Steam Workshop, added a bunch of dev commentary that was newly recorded for the anniversary.
To catch this bug more reliably, we created an error texture that would be visually unmistakable and generated automatically whenever a texture failed to load. This gave rise to the now iconic purple and black checkerboard texture, which has since taken on a life of its own well beyond Half-Life 2.
Made the game free to play for like 2 days and fixed a bunch of bugs and continued to update them with more bug fixes 20 years after the game came out. Capcom almost 2 years ago went back to Resident Evil 5, removed the Games for Windows Live thing, so now you no longer need to mess with the game files in order to play the actual game. And for BioShock, as of like 2 months ago, you no longer need the 2K launcher to play these games. You just click start and go. So I genuinely do not see any valid reason why game developers cannot go back to their old games and at least just patch out the really bad shit that people don't like. Because what's Rockstar doing with their old games? Absolutely jack shit. I tried to play Bully a few days ago. That didn't work out very well. And to this day, Red Dead Redemption 2 still does not have a next-gen upgrade. Oh, but we still get a full-price Red Dead Redemption 1 port. What is your fucking excuse, Rockstar? Ooh, got a little heated there. I could make a whole video on this type of stuff. I even made a massive list. Let me know if you'd like a part 2 or something. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Remember to join the Discord if you want. You might get to see previews of new videos, get notified when I upload or stream. Remember to check out my other videos as well, and I'll catch you in the next one. Also, not to mention, Capcom 2 years ago, Capcom went back onto Resident Evil 5 and removed the Windows Live game. What the fuck is it called?